Hey, everybody. How's everybody doing? I'm Heather. I'm Director of Education here at Luminess. We're going to try this again to see if this is working, to see if we are live. I don't know. I'm probably going to have to restart our computer because I'm not getting any notifications. I'm going to go into Facebook. I'm going to make sure we're on. If not, we'll have to pause and come back. So I know that it's working because I don't know. I don't think it is. So, which is so strange because it was working on the other channel. Oh, I think it is. I think it is. Christina, Sarah, hello. Are y'all on? Is this really live? Say Brussels sprouts if I'm live. So I'm hoping this is the right one. Hold on, let me put that up so I can see. Hey, Jane Todd. Hello. Hello. All right, we're just going to continue because I'm hoping it's alive. Okay, I think so. All right, so we're going to finish the makeup. Let's start the makeup first. Okay, yeah. Okay, thank you, Christina. Let's start the makeup, shall we? I do want to go in and I'm going to use our concealers. And I'm, stretching. I need to, thanks guys. I'm going to use the light one because I'm actually probably going to mix one. Mix them together. And I'm putting it on the back of my hand and I'm kind of doing it in a way. Sorry, I'm looking for my brush. I'll use this one. Dadgummit, it keeps sliding down. I can't see it over there. All right, let's do it right there. All right. Why is it? Maybe I can do it that way. Come on, is it Tuesday? Or Monday? All right, let's try that. Woo! All right, so I'm going to use the concealer to highlight first. So I'm going to go in and do some highlighting. I'm not going to highlight around the brows as much, but I will. And again, I like putting it on my hand because our Facebook. Yeah, Cindy, I'm so sorry. I'm not seeing YouTube at all. So I hope people are not. If you're on YouTube, join us on our Facebook because I can't see any comments right now. So if you saw the 10 o'clock, you know my face is prepped, ready to go. I'm actually going to get my water this time and wet my little blender. And start blending. Now, if I use my finger, I'm using the ring finger because the ring finger is the weakest finger. It helps move things around without pulling on the face. All right. Oh, yay. All right, so I'm going in and I'm just blending this. Now with our concealers, it does not allow for a lot of movement. So that's why you see me doing it this way versus doing it, drawing it all over and then blending. Once you put our concealers on, they stay. It does not move. That's why they make a great primer for the eye, because it doesn't allow that movement. I use the R&H mask. All right, so blending this. Yeah, I'm sorry if you're on YouTube. I can't see any of the comments. I am going to restart the computer. So hopefully it'll fix that. Mozette's like, you have to work fast with that. You really do. You have to work fast. Ecru is a little bit too light. So I've mixed ecru and a little bit of tawny together, actually, just to deepen it a little bit because I don't want it too light. And then if you also notice, like I'm blending this down. I mean, you can definitely tell a difference there. All right. So I'm going to mix another little section on my hand. Oh. And now I'm placing it. Now, again, notice that I'm tapping everything on. I try not to pull on my face at all. All right. And now tapping this in with a blender. And go on the lid. And I'm going to go ahead and blend it on my nose. Hey, Amy. And I'm just blending this out. I'm making sure, because I'm using regular makeup, I want to make sure it is nice and blended. No demarcation line. And I'm just blending, blending, blending. Making sure. So now what I'm doing, so I want this part of my face, I'm going to come in and contour. We're going to put foundation on over. So it's going to, like right now, it looks really white right here. But that's okay. Now also, because I'm using a cream base, what do I have to do with it? What do you have to do if you use a liquid or a cream? I'm going to wait for some answers. What do you have to do if you're using? Yes, set it. So I'm smoothing out the eye, keeping my eye closed. Oop, did the wrong thing. Using a little powder underneath, lightly dusting. And setting that, okay? Now I can airbrush over what I just did. Hold on, I need to get up closer mirror so I can make sure everything was blended. All right, so now I'm going in and I'm going to even out my skin tone. Remember, guys, Musette, I would not use a setting spray yet. Setting sprays, it's so funny because I had a conversation about this yesterday. Setting sprays I would use at the very end. To set any cream base or liquid, I would use foundation and concealer. I would use your powder, and then the setting spray, if you're going to do a setting spray, use that at the very end. The powder helps set it. It's not going to crease. It'll help control some of the oil. And then it's smooth and it allows some movement. Sometimes setting sprays won't allow that much movement, or it's going to oxidize and maybe change the color. So the setting powder doesn't resist. Meaning, what do you mean? Like with setting powder, because our powder is finely granulated, it's just going to set that. I can airbrush over that. Just like if I went in and contoured with our Cut One palette or the Lion King palette, if I went and contoured with that, I can still airbrush over. You can still airbrush over traditional makeup or anything like that. So it's not going to do anything. It's still going to, I'm not leaving powder there. I've wiped it off. Like I put my brush in it and did this. So I'm not baking. I don't have a thick powder here. I'm just setting it, and now I can move on. All right. So now I'm using shade 3 in the Silk 4-in-1. It's the one I like. Musette likes Mystic because she likes a fuller coverage. It's just dependent on what kind of look you like, what you want, basically. I can get full coverage with silk. It is buildable. It just depends on, you know, what you're wanting. I like the fact that the silk has the anti-aging properties in it. It has my moisturizer, and it also has foundation and concealer in there. So it's going to give me my coverage. I just maybe have to do a little more maybe a couple more passes versus what Musette would have to do less passes because she would be using one that is a higher pigment load. So with foundation, with concealer, we're evening out the skin tone, okay? Now I can go in, doing the concealer, I did a little bit lighter, so it's giving me that highlight here. I want to keep my highlight here. Even though I blended this down, now I'm going to airbrush over it. So I'm going to airbrush till about right there, but blending. Okay. And again, just keep going. Okay. So there you go. I kept it 4 finger widths away. I kept moving, and I'm not going to stay in one spot. And then I'm barely pulling back on the trigger to make sure that I'm not pulling back too much to avoid any hot spots, to avoid any dewiness, like not necessarily dewiness, but like where it would feel wet. You do not want that feeling. You want it to feel pretty much, I mean, it should dry instantly. If you're not at that point, chances are you're pulling back too hard on the trigger. Maybe you're staying in one spot. Maybe you're too close. So you're going to want to check those two things. Does the skincare foundation have? Yeah, Cindy, the only skincare the only skincare that we have right now is our skincare or the SPF 30. Some of them have like SPF 13, but it's or 15, but it's not something that would help. I mean, it's a good, but it's not something that's gonna. I'll be like, yeah, use SPF 15. No, you want to use the SPF 30 for sure. All right, so now that that's done, now I can go back and I can go in and add some contour. I think I want to do my Lion King this time. I've been using our Cut palette. And so I'm going to take, this is the Lion King one, which I love. And I use these two, as you can tell, because they're almost gone. And I'm using an angled brush. Now, guys, watch. I'm barely touching my skin. I am not having to go, I'm not having to really draw it on. I'm just barely touching the skin, going back and forth, and building that up. Do a little up here. Definitely on the chins. Or jawline. Now I can do more, I can do less. I won't need to go in and do more highlighting with the powder. So depending, again, it's going to depend on what look you're wanting. but I don't have to go in and do highlighting with the Cut One palette because I'm already highlighted with my concealer. So again, I'm not wanting to duplicate the work. Now, if I got that too dark or something happened, I could go in and correct it with the Cut One highlighting palette, highlight and contour palette. But as of right now, I'm good to go. Now, I do want to show you a quick fix as well. So again, with the Lion King, and with supplies. Oh, that's a good, Cindy, I'll have to think about that. So I'm going in with the middle bottom in the, I was going to say tiger, in the Lion King palette. And I'm just going to contour right there on my crease, just to give me a little oomph till the 3 o'clock. Just to give me, you know, so I don't look completely flat with no eyes and just cheeks and this area done. So there you go. Oh, you know what I could do also is taking the same brush, I can contour down the nose a little bit. And there you go. All right, so I did the opposite the other day where I just highlighted before leaving, and now I did the opposite where I'm doing the contour, contour down the nose, a little on the eye, and then also on my cheeks and jaw. So I am ready to go. We at least be presentable. Oh, no, you know what I want? What color do I want to use? Let's see. Which one? Let's do, I'm going to use Country. I think this is Country Rose. Or maybe have I used that one before? I think that this is the stains. These are the metallic stains. This one is Sienna Jazz. It has like a coppery rust color. It's really pretty. And you talk about, they're like swoop. And these are the stains, the metallic stains. So I'm gonna leave it. Leave it with a heart for a few seconds, and then when you lick them, bam, you're good. What's waltz? Hold on, let me see. I don't know if I've seen waltz. Is waltz the pink? What's one? Waltz. I don't have waltz. Waltz. Is that a shimmer, Cindy? Yeah, you're probably right. But I've used that one before, so I was trying to use something different. I definitely like the rose one a little bit runner with this look. This one will be great for the fall or great for the winter with the browns and all that. But yeah, I kind of like that one. So we might switch. Look how beautiful that is, that pink. But that's the one I did use, and you can tell they're neutral. Let's put that one on before this one dries, because we know how our stains are. This one is the Country Rose. I feel like there's a hair. This one with Dusty Rose lip liner would be nice. I feel like there is a hair. Hold on. You know when you can see it or feel it, but you can't see it? Ugh. All right. Cranberry. Oh, everybody already has their favorite. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, guys, there you go. We are set. Yeah, I like this one. All right. If you have any questions, guys, come back. We're going to be back here at 3. We're going to finish the look. And I'm here for you. Whatever you need, guys, come on back. All right. Have a great lunch, and I will see you back here at 3. Bye for now.